Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, OG Wizard has been a player, even when he was part of Lag, he was their best player. Even when things weren't going well, you could see the flashes from him. And since he joined the Party Astronauts, he has impressed significantly. I mean, look, sometimes the numbers haven't necessarily been there, but I think the Party Astronauts, if there's one thing they struggle with, it's playing with a lead. And I think that oftentimes they'll find themselves doing quite well, and then they'll have a 7-2 lead, for example, and it'll all slip away, and suddenly you're looking at a very close match. So I think oftentimes his stats could suffer because of that, but still, OG Wizard is definitely an opper that's been on the up and coming, and I think he'll continue to be as this season goes on. Here we go, round number one.
Round number one, indeed. We got the solo player donut. Otherwise, it's a full stack towards B. They are calling their shot, and they're calling wrong. But up through the red room, ooh, this could still be headed towards the B site. There's a lot of utility coming in. That's going to show you the rotation, but now they're going to see everybody coming on down. This is the superhighway of the round. It's a brawl right here and now, and the Molotov is putting them in a tough spot. Look at that damage. If they're anything but Glocks, it'd be real trouble for Akimbo right now, but Glocks it is, and the A site player gone. It's a bomb plant, can now be defended. It's all about the retake. There's a kit. Cameron's retrieved that. Cameron, the sort of odd one out here. The lone U.S. flag on this roster. See if he can make it happen here. He does indeed. Obi serving as the distraction. Now smoke on. They're just going to tap this. This is going to stick. Good luck. Get it with the Glocks.
I think he's got it.
Glocks. Oh, they did not expect the kit. Not at all. Timing offset. And Cameron even gets one to bring into the next round with him.
Oh, that's rough for the Party Astronauts, honestly. A nice plant getting onto that A site, but Akimbo not wasting any time getting back in towards that retake. Cameron, in particular, gets one, goes to defusal, and even gets Walco on the tail end afterwards. So well done from Akimbo to get that defusal, but we are going to see a buy-up coming through the Party Astronauts because of the investment. One thing that surprised me, Mike, is we saw a lot of organizations getting involved, TSM, and Nouns picking up new players, complexity even. And one player that got overlooked is in the server right now, and it surprised me, as N2O is going to get the opener on Walco. It's Fang. I thought Fang was going to get picked up by an organization or snatched away, but it didn't happen.
Did TSM ever actually do it?
I think they did. I'm not sure.
Don't.
Maybe I'm just maybe I got too excited. But
there was a lot of talk.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's happening or not. A little unclear on that one.
Either way, I think the moves that were made, by other teams like Nouns in particular and Complexity. I mean, I know Fang has had his stints on higher end teams, but still, it just felt like he was a name that got overlooked.
There's definitely a degree of that. Oh, nice double spray down, but Fang, the man you've been highlighting, gets a chance to clutch. The 1v2, the bomb now planted. When he's got time with the smoke still up, things working in his favor. Util and the gunshots, close succession. Does Fang realize they're both on this side? He's going to clear out the B ramp, give himself room to play from, and he's getting more and more confident. He's putting these pieces together. Wants to avoid them running him down. Cameron's still alive, so should note there's a kit. Spotted the one. They don't know where he is. Cameron on the stick. There's the one. Knows where the second's coming from. But can't put the shot together. And Laxi's aggression will pay off. Not hesitating and taking that fight straight to Fang on the ramp.
I thought Fang played it well, honestly. Falls back to the ramp, as you mentioned, clears up all that space, so it allows him to, feel comfortable that no one's going to be on his flank, or it's extremely unlikely. Goes up, takes a good fight against the bomb diffuser, but gets caught in that corner on ramp, and it's really difficult to find your way out after you get stuck into the corner, and the other player knows you're there, and, well, you saw exactly what happened. I mean, the MP9 just too fast, and dealt with Fang at that close range engagement. 2-0 for Akimbo. We go into round number 3, and the Party Astronauts are going to invest here again. We'll see if it works out for them. Fang already eliminated by N2O, as Akimbo, I already mentioned it, like to take some early fights. Ben gets one, not a second. Laxi with the trade, although he does take a lot of damage in that engagement.
Yeah, the dink on is kind of enticing. Getting into this tough situation where you're getting consistent bomb plants, so you're thinking, all right, we can put a little skin in this. We got these close. Admittedly, if you could just break one of these rounds through for Party Astronauts, Akimbo would be in a tough spot. But a man advantage here. Soft A-site control. They're comfortable to play that because you're not expecting PA to have a lot in terms of utility. And in fact, they've just got the one smoke to try and get an A bomb plant down. So with nobody securing the flank, with nobody going to check spawn, it does seem like barring something significant, this should still finish A. Looks like they want to wait for the elbow smoke, then take a little bit of space in towards mid, maybe see if those guns can be retrieved. And they're correct. Akimbo have completely given it up. There's a spot out on the A main player, and that's going to prompt them forward. And look at the rotation from Akimbo. There's still 30 seconds on the clock. They're now starting to look in towards mid. That's Sai. Just giving it a little look-see. Oh, Party Astronauts might have missed their window on this one. Can't get their hands on the guns. Do get their hands on a kill, though, and that could tilt the scales. Akimbo, time is low, but the bodies are dropping. They need to get this bomb down and planted. That means they have to kill Cameron. He has been a thorn in their side, dancing around the boxes with that kill. Should secure it just on time. I don't think Walco can get this done, and the nade. Oh, yep, not enough time. Not enough clock. Can't get it done. Rifle will be saved. And with that, Obi's financially going to be in a tough position, but this still should be workable.
Yeah, I think that's just getting down to a 1v1 shows that, well, I mean, Party Astronaut's probably going to invest again here. That previous round wasn't a full investment, but it was more than I was expecting. And again, here, they're going to have 4 AKs and a Galil. Good utility. On the other side, Akimbo, kind of low as well in terms of their money. Yes, they're winning all the rounds, but this one could certainly determine how the remainder of this first half plays out, depending on who wins it. Party Astronauts going to take a little bit of space towards B. 3 players heading in that direction. The other 2 are leaning and lurking over at connector. I should say mid. And outside of A main. Cameron wants to push down the ramp, already has. Staring down at that smoke. A little bit of spam connects. The smoke pop is good. And Walco can't really connect on a frag there. He does get Obi down to 69 HP. Look at this pressure they're applying, Mike. Oh my goodness. N2O gets one onto Viz.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want. You finally have the util to go for it. It is a little bit of a risk because now you're going to be mostly drained. There's 1 smoke available. There's no Molotovs. But you have gained the space. You have gained that pick that you wanted. And we see PA. They don't have a lot in the arsenal themselves. So, again, they're kind of milling about, waiting for a smoke to fade. Oh, waiting for an overextension. And there they get it. But Laxi still gets the kill. Finally going to be traded out. Here's that duel in towards middle. And oh, OG Wizard delivers. Whoa. Both players go down so very low, but now tag onto OB. Ben Lee never expected that swing. That is the thing about playing Akimbo. You've always got to be ready for that next swing. And here it comes. There's the clear up. This time it's OG Wizard to initiate. He'll get the numbers punched in, and Cameron's left to try and clutch. Finds the first, brings it into a 1v1. Saw where that smoke came from as well, so it's a good idea of where OG Wizard's positioned. It's going to be a headshot or bust for OG Wizard. Cameron with a little bit of time to play for. Goes back. He's looking for a kit, maybe. It's going to be a full 10-second right now, unless there's a kit right down on those boxes. As that smoke fades, here comes the shots. There's the tag. Cameron's got it. And he's got time enough. Kit aplenty. Another clutch coming through for Akimbo.
Yeah, the one concern I had for PA is they lost their healthy player in that 3v2 to make it a 2v2, and then you had 2 below, I think it was 35 HP combined. So that was the biggest issue. They did get a great first one onto the site, which I didn't necessarily expect. I thought the positioning was good from Akimbo, but then Cameron at the end plays it so well, knows that there's a kit dropped on the site, so he's a little more patient than he otherwise would have been. And you get that last one to make it 4-0. Yeah, I mean, you're seeing what got Akimbo to this point, right? This just very aggressive style of play in your face. And PA is just having trouble dealing with it at this point. Now they're going to back off a little bit, although they do charge up mid. PA is trying to get onto this B site quickly. OG Wizard with 1 immediate trade from Zai, who's going to get 2 more. Yep, lines him up, knocks him down. And everything is falling the way of Akimbo.
PA is trying to go for this fast, scrappy style, and Akimbo is just having none of it. Individual step-ups again and again. I mean, this time they just line up for him. Barely has to move the mouse for that double spray down. That is tough work. And finally, for Akimbo, it's a healthy round, John. They've got some money. They've got the util. They've got 4 kits. I mean, what luxury this is.
Yeah, this is finally, yeah, like you said, settling down a little bit economically. Akimbo is feeling good. PA is on a half buy. They've got a Mac 10 in the mix in Viz's hands, but everyone else is sticking with pistols. N2O gonna get some spam, and there is
Oh boy.
Zai again telling them, "Hey, you guys might not want to come towards this B site because I am locking it down. 4K for Zai. Fang, the last one standing.
He's gonna get the ace. Yeah, he
Yes."
does indeed. Off the USP for the last ace acquired for Zai. Heating up. Multi-kill in the last. Full ace in this. Party Astronauts, yeah, time to take the timeout. Because holy calzone, this one has not started well for you. It started close, right? Enough rounds where you're thinking, we just need to crack one. We just need to crack one. Well, those days are gone. You have stuck your face in the blender for the last two, and now it's time to reassess. They were playing slow behind the smokes in the early rounds. They swapped to the faster style, trying to get those quick B hits. Zai says no. So now back to the drawing board, John.
Yeah. Oh, this is not great for the Party Astronauts, even though it was just the pistols in that previous round. By the way, for those of you watching, Zai is Krawls.
Yeah.
Just in case you were wondering. But I don't know if he's going for a name change or if this is just
to be honest, didn't know a lot about crawls before this. So whatever the name
works.
is, you're good.
Yeah.
ZY is his initials.
That is true.
So maybe that's what we're doing here. Either way, finally a round that's going to start well for the Party Astronauts. Double kill in towards mid. And a third now picked up as Obi tries to get aggressive towards the ramp. That is one thing. Hold on. Zai's still alive. Zai's still alive. We got to give him the respect here, and he's gone. So that is the one thing about Akimbo. They are at times a little one note. If the aggression doesn't work, their solution is often to go for more aggression. And at times, that can come back to bite them.
Yeah, it is that double-edged sword, of course. But OG Wizard, at this bomb, Cameron's gone, and finally, the Party Astronauts strike true on their T side, their first round on the board. The thing is with Akimbo is you're like, oh, okay, the aggression didn't work, right? They're going to back. No, they're not going to. They're going to keep coming at you repeatedly.
Yeah, if there's one thing we've learned about this core of players, right? And if you're wondering, like the team itself hasn't been together very long, but they've been playing together 6 months or so. The thing is that N2O, OB, and Laxi have been playing together for longer than that. Originally sort of making a name for themselves on that G3 project. They were part of Omit at one point. They played on a few different names, a few different rosters, come to some lands, competed, and they have one identity, and that identity is just full balls to the walls, aggressive Counter-Strike.
And oftentimes it does work for them. It's one thing that might be working against Akimbo right now is they've only played 2 BO3s over the last 3 months, large in part because they won ESEA Advanced Season 50. That's why they're here in ECL. And then they played 3 BO3s after that. So, yeah, they could be a little rusty right now, but I'm sure they've, of course, been pugging. They've been practicing. There's no question.
There's no util left. They've gone for the guns. They've gone heavy into the guns, which means no util at this point. I'm actually surprised that doesn't pick up something, a smoke, at least to slow this down. There's no kit available as well, so if it's a retake, expect a save. And with Laxi now lost, 2-man advantage for PA. Pumping the brakes here has gone very well. You're going to need a Design multi-kill, or this is going to be a save. Even with this kill in elbow. Oh, it doesn't go their way. Now that should really sell it. That should really end the moment. It's time to back away, Zai. You gotta try and keep this rifle alive.
Yeah, no question. I think the save has to come through, and I want to say it absolutely will. Yeah, okay. You never know with Akimbo, but
you never know.
They're going to go
a bit too far.
Yeah, absolutely. Fang is lurking around here in A main. Could get caught off by Zai. Fang? He does, yeah. So that's one found for Akimbo. They'll likely go for the AK upgrade, but maybe they're a little wary of the fact that more players could be there. So I think they're just going to be happy with what they got in their hands. They know how valuable these guns are going to be, especially considering the condition of their economy. But PA, they got 2 in a row.
Gotta keep that up healthy. Gotta keep that up. You're not gonna have a lot to put around it in the next. And this is what PA we're trying to do for so many rounds, right? All those clutches that came so very close. They've broken the eco. They've broken the economy. So now there's a chance to really stack the rounds on your T side to try and get back towards that 6 number. Split the half. That's what you'd like to do. A lot of work to do that. What's Obi going to do? What is Obi going to do? It's a close B spawn. Mid peak? Mid peak or ramp peak?
I say ramp peak. I think just because of his spawn position. Yeah, there we go.
Ramp peak? Or cave. Ooh. Hold on.
Oh, cave.
Yeah, no, this
Won't
works.
matter.
This works. They're not there, but it would have been cool. And actually, he just set up on it. He didn't go for the full nutso play. It's a full set piece here on A. Smoke's over. Bomb's going down. Shouldn't be a whole lot that can be expected from the Akimbo side. Bomb's going to get planted. Here's the swing. Fang's ready to babysit his planter. Gently rock that C4 to sleep. And with alert coming up in mid, in Viz. Once Donut's clear, assuming Donut gets clear, it's big trouble on. Oh, look at this. They've actually rotated back to try and get the op out, which is a good call. The op is a bit of a priority in this round.
Oh.
Get his shot, but Viz is still that backdoor problem. Viz taken down. Oh, my goodness. They're not going to win this round, but they're going to get guns out of it. Obi, you're going up with the C4. I don't think it was worth it. No, he lives. Obi lives. Cameron goes. Get down, Mr. President. And Obi just slips away with that AWP.
Yeah, I think Cameron took some damage right before the bomb exploded in that last engagement, but everyone for PA dies in what was effectively a 2v5 attempted save from Akimbo. The AWP gets carried out. That's the most important piece. And now Akimbo have a full buy-up coming through. You know, money's okay for the party astronauts. Just that round, you know, losing in that way can give your opponent a little bit more in the tank in the follow-up round. Here comes a timeout called by Akimbo to talk things over. And looking at that scoreboard, Zai, he's been really good at B. I think we saw a couple of rounds obviously boosted by that ace that he had, but he's at 13-6, leads the entire server, and is the only one to hit double-digit frags so far. Also, looking at the map of Ancient over the last 6 months for Akimbo, because obviously they haven't really played that much over the last 3, they did play against Nouns, lost that one, it was a close one, 10-13, and then defeated Lag 16-13. So they've had matches against ECL level competition, and they've fared pretty well. So it's not a surprise, I guess, that they've come out of the gate swinging here.
Not at all. Not at all. It's a tough team to handle at the best of times. I think the impressive thing's been Zai. Obviously had that nutso ace.
Yep.
But multiple just huge firepower moments, particularly in defensive B. Oh, that's a nice smoke pop play. And Fang follows it up. The second found is huge. Obi will connect one, but now he's under pressure on that AWP, but Cameron a timely peek out the window, and Fang was not anticipating it.
Yeah.
Walko. Oh, the op one is in. Maybe not expecting him to be out so far. We're back to the 2-on-2, and with no one close at hand, this should be a bomb plant.
Yeah, almost certainly. There it is. OG Wizard going to get that planted dirt. Walko's watching, but a player does manage to slip past his crosshair, and no damage taken until a nade comes in. OG Wizard locks it down with the op. He's flicking around. Does he look the right way? Cameron's managed to slip past him. This is going to be a freebie for Cameron. No question. He sees the shadow. There's one. Now he has to deal with Walko in the 1v1.
No idea on the positioning. Smoke's going to go up on the bomb. Anticipates the swing, but Walko resets. 8 HP. Wow. It is the slimmest of margins, but just that little spray reset is enough to get them over the line. And it's tough. It is tough sledding, but Party Astronauts are stacking these rounds.
I mean, look, when we were talking about that 3-0 lead for Akimbo, it was very back and forth. Easily could have been, a closer scoreline or more back and forth. But now, finally, the Party Astronauts get 4 in a row. We do get a close half, regardless of, I would say, the outcome of these next 2 rounds, just in a very different fashion than perhaps we expected coming into it. Akimbo going to have 3 MP9s, a Deagle, and an M4. One of those MP9s is already gone, thanks to OG Wizard, and Cameron takes a ton of damage, although it's going back and forth. I mean, it's a brawl right now towards B, and it will be briefly, no, not briefly, it'll be a 2-man advantage now for Fang. and the rest of his squad, as Laxi does manage to get one, but Ben Lee blindsides him from the ramp. N2O spamming the smoke, and we're down to a 1v2. He's going to keep pushing up. I don't know if they'll expect this. They do. Walco will get the last. Wow, that was a fast round.
How can you do anything but laugh watching these Akimbo rounds?
Right.
You got a player full swinging around the center pillar, just not letting go of mouse one, spraying and praying. You've got players diving through the smoke to go for the retake, not together. Just as soon as you get there, it's like, I'm in. I'm going in. It is. I mean, guns Akimbo. It's pushes Akimbo. It's W key held, glued down, smashed, broken. Absolute madcap play in these retakes. And this is their CT side.
Yeah.
This is where you might be supposed to have patience sometimes. Again, they're going light on the util, heavy on the pushing, and up into the window goes N2O, and out the window says OG Wizard, you go. That's the defenestration spell.
Defenestration. That word is just crazy to me. The fact that it
is
exists.
A phenomenal one. Launders used it at the major, and I'm eternally grateful for that fact. That was for me and only me, I'm convinced.
Perhaps so. Well, 5v3 here for PA. It looks like we're leaning into what will be likely a tie score line here going to second half. But as you might expect, Akimbo are better on T-Sod and Ancient. And that's largely in part due to the way they play. Obi going to be waiting here on this B site. This round's not over yet. I mean, PA will be walking into the site that's more heavily defended here. And Akimbo are gambling. They're going B. It's a really good gamble, too. Obi, not going to get it. I thought he had Walco there.
Oh, it's like a moth to the flame watching Obi approach a peak. Should I? Absolutely, I should. That's a nice kill from Cameron. Position certainly given up now, but with heavy numbers advantages. PA is not going to be too scared about this, and indeed, Viz puts one right between the eyes to send us to the halftime break.
Days gone, I won't waste another one. Oh, that darkness, it won't set me back again. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Take me back to you. Just shake the ground. Oh, this lightness, it will fill the air around. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I
And we are back in for the second half of play here. Party Astronauts, Akimbo Esports, all tied up. It was a 6-0 run for Akimbo, and then 6 rounds back the other way for PA. So, who's going to strike first here? Because apparently that might be enough to get you to 12.
Men 2-0 wants to get into this B site. Akimbo don't like to waste their time. And yep, already first contact, about 20 seconds into the round. Walco taps away with the dualies, which could do a lot of damage, especially with 3 players coming up. And there's the first for Walco on to N2O with smoke as well. And that will force them back. That's actually a really nice play from Walco to kick off the round.
I love that Walco thinks about putting the smoke down, goes, he's definitely still just holding the angle. Jiggles gets his headshot. Actually, Jiggles misses, goes back and Jiggles and gets the headshot, and then drops the smoke. Like, that is a hard read on your opponent. Viz has worked his way through A main. He's just seen everybody. He's seen everything, but without getting the kill there, now there's actually an opportunity to force the bomb plant. You're going to have to be wary about this player coming back to A main, but Viz doesn't want to overplay his hand because he needs his teammates to come back in on this retake, and that's exactly why. Sets up Ben Leet on the kill. So now they do have this bomb to play off of, but it's all about these donut players to actually keep it from getting defused. There is a kit on OG Wizard. There is a kit, and there's only a Laxi to defend. They are going to get on that stick, and they are going to run Laxi down. Bodies aplenty to keep him off that diffuser, and it'll be Viz to find the final shot needed.
Just 3 shields there set up for the diffuser, and yeah,
get
well
through
done.
this with a Glock.
Which, I mean, you can, but it's exceptionally unlikely that you'll be able to. As a 7th round found for the Party Astronauts. Great start, as mentioned, from Walco, throwing that smoke right after he gets the opening frag and then forcing the Akimbo players towards A. It could have gotten scary, though, because Viz was really the only one in close vicinity to the A site, and he goes in on that flank. As you mentioned, he misses the frag and then has to sprint back to try and prevent them from getting the plant, which they still get, but at least they're able to recover, and he got all that intel to call over his teammates and get the rotation. So well done from PA overall, as Akimbo will not be forcing up here, despite the fact they got the bomb plant. It'll be 4 Deagles and a Glock. No body armor, no util.
I hope he's sending up some prayers there.
Yeah.
Well, one of these could hit. And they will on Laxi. What was that through? That was just out straight up mid. Man, Laxi had actually gotten a lot of real estate there. Taken down out of play here. OG Wizard playing very far back. No one seems to have much interest in that bomb from Akimbo. Little cheeky boost up. Does that elbow get visible? Walco hasn't seen it yet. I think he can. I don't think he realizes he sees that.
No, I don't think he does.
X-ray might have been misleading there, but I think Walco saw that. I think that was visible to him. Either way, Party Astronauts are not exactly hurting in this round. So far, so good. Clean as you like. Well, there's a blemish. But Zai is contained. Just a matter of time here. As they've got him completely hemmed in. No access to that C4. No access to a site. Not looking like a lot of access to the kills. He has to die. 15 seconds. You don't want to save this.
Definitely not.
You certainly don't want to get clawed.
Whew. All right, close for Zai. Eventually goes down. Doesn't go down after time as well, so that means he will get his money. And that's the important part, because this is the round that matters for Akimbo. They'll be buying up fully. It'll be AKs across the board. And on the Party Astronaut side, they do still have a couple of FAMASs. 3 M4s, though. It's very healthy. They can certainly deal with those 5 AKs that are going to be coming their way, as they're hoping to make it 9 in a row now. Akimbo, since that 6-game win streak, have fallen completely silent in the W column. Laxi will get one. Obi, a follow-up. Is there going to be a trade here? Yes. Viz, will he survive?
How does he live?
2 HP. I don't know, but it's going to make a difference. OG Wizard finds Laxi.
That was a cheeky play. That was looking like an Akimbo play right there. OG Wizard hugging the smoke. Feng easing his way back on out. Now able to reposition and get away. Does cede all that control towards mid, but they got to be wary, right?
Yeah.
They've got to respect the fact that OG Wizard could be around any corner at this point, and he's got Walco linked up with him. He gets the first shot. Nice shot from Cameron, but doesn't expect the second player in position. Obi brings it down to the clutch, and Viz has no health.
Oh, no.
This is a positioning game for Viz. He's got a FAMAS and no health. Oh, man, you'd love to have an AK here, so at least that one-shot headshot is there. No! They're both down low. Kit recovered. Stick on. Obi has a molly. Molly will end it. Molly will end this. Nade's not going to go deep enough. Obi's got to respect the tap, and that just brings him out a little bit too far. Didn't have an angle to get that Molotov deep enough. And Viz 2 HP or no can close.
Look, I mean, I said it before. It's a difference maker when you can slip away. 2 HP or not, you have a man advantage, at least when he was slipping away in a 3v2. And you're still alive. You still can do something. And he comes through there, 2 HP up against 100, catches Obi looking the wrong way, and then gets him down to 4 HP. So it's just a matter of who can shoot first. And, well, at the end, it was Viz catching Obi off when he's trying to peek around that corner from Donut. So well done from Viz, not only, you know, in that moment, but prior to that, to stay alive and be a difference maker in the round. 9 in a row for the Party Astronauts. Akimbo reeling a little bit. They're buying up here, 3 AKs and 2 Galils, but there is a problem. They've only got 3 pieces of util left, 2 flashes and a smoke.
But when have they ever needed util?
Yeah.
You don't need util to run through a smoke. You just wait for your opponents to throw one, and then you run through it. Everyone knows that's how you catch them off guard. Here we go. Into the cave. We got a Walco stack up. And with 2 rifles looking this direction, do you really want to test this with no flashbang? Apparently the answer is yes.
Yeah.
There's the smoke up. Okay, you are trading. So that'll work. Nade is gonna punish. Look at that health. Uh-oh. Realizing they need to be wary about these ramp players, but maybe not wary enough.
Oh, no.
Laxi catches 2. Here we go. Sometimes all you need is that first domino to fall. Ben wants to give this a look, so they're not going to play conservative. They're not going to save here. They're going to risk it. They're going to frisk it. Swing back in from Laxi. Zai will polish this off. The replayers survive. That one was looking a little done for Akimbo, and they suddenly find that last peek they need to just kick the door in.
No, I mean, that's just Laxi on ramp, too, right? He gets a couple there when it looked dire for Akimbo, and Party Astronauts had no answer to that. He gains all the space for them. They get the bomb planted, and after that, Party Astronauts just couldn't find a target. And I think Fang had a good opportunity, but he gets eliminated immediately over at short B. And after that, Ben, he's stuck, right? He's already pushed out to the side. He doesn't have any support. There's 3 angles to clear. No chance at all. And Akimbo, well, they don't need the util. You're absolutely right, Mike. Viz and Fang get a couple here in the opening moments, but N2O gets 2 right on back. And we're down to a 3v3. This was just the pistol force-up that's coming through from PA. It's already yielded a couple.
Yeah, and look at how spread out these players are right now. I mean, they're grouping 2. But this is the issue against the pistols, right? Is Akimbo are occasionally prone to individual bursts. And that can be a problem. 5-7 close range. Not loving my chances. Seems like Laxi's maybe got the memo. If they grew up in a nucleus of 3, this should be all right. The chances of the multi-kill off the unarmored pistols, low. Molotov tick there does give some information that Ben Leet is close. Here comes the smoke exec. They're going to drop one of their own on the ramp, but Ben Leet connects one to the dome. Oh, the second nearly lands. Laxi able to turn that into a multi-kill. It was a shoulder shot and not in the head. And that might just have sealed the deal. OG Wizard's going to give it a look, though. Oh, they're both here. They're both in the cave. Spots the one. Gets the second. Knows where the last is. Locked into the corner. He's got Cameron. And OG Wizard puts this one together. Makes it picture perfect. and locks in double digits for the Party Astronauts.
OG Wizard casting spells on Akimbo in that one. Unbelievable stuff. I mean, 1v2, AK on the ground, he's able to pick that one up. And the greatest part about it is he has the body armor. So he's able to go in and take aggressive fights and also not really have to worry about the aim punch coming through. Wins the first one, knows where the second player is on top of it all, and then gets the spam to find the last. So that one round that Akimbo found to break the 9-round win streak of the Party Astronauts is isolated. PA's up to double digits. The good news for Akimbo is they got the bomb plant, right? They've got the money to at least get AKs across the board, but the utility is light again. That didn't matter last time. Let's see if it matters here.
Yeah, this one feels like it's kind of it. Oh, Fang, double kill stacked up here in towards mid, and now Sai lost as well. This one could be the death knell for Akimbo. N2O's got some space here, but it's anticipated. OG Wizards holding for it. Not only they like a cheeky push up the ramp, he is prepared. And now Cameron alone at US flag. Might just be flying at half-mast here in memory of his teammates, because they're all gone, and he's going to join them.
Wow. Yeah, clean sweep for the Party Astronauts as well. Only damage taken was from Viz and Fang, and I mean, Viz is only 1 HP, so technically just Fang. Either way, 11-7. Party Astronauts 2 rounds away from taking this one, and Akimbo saying, you know what, let's just send it. Money's not great, but
Look,
we're going to buy up whatever they can. Yep.
This is a team that's never seen a force buy they didn't like. So in this kind of a situation, backs against the wall, why change your stripes?
No, I agree.
Let the Tiger hunt. Tiger's going to be hunting with some Galils right now.
Well, nades are going to be sailing through. Don't really hit the mark. Akimbo is going to gain this space as a result. They figured, hey, look, 2 nades just been tossed. It's a little lighter on B, and there's another one that sails through. Oh my goodness. They're lucky they didn't take more damage than that. Smoke's going to fly out for Viz from Jaguar, and that should block things off. Good spam.
Ooh.
Connects for a little bit of damage. I think he's
Look at the
kind of
boost.
expecting this boost, yeah.
I don't think he knows. He doesn't know. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
N2O locks it in. That might just be the key in the keyhole moment they needed. But Walker smoke timely. Information confirmed here as well. Ben does not anticipate, but how? Some way, somehow, switching back to the rifle. Clears out Obi in mid. That's one he'll want to have back.
Wow.
That could have been the straw that broke the camel's back of this B-side defense instead. And now they've got this triangle. It's well set up. Walco goes down, but still, they're withdrawing.
Oh, no.
And look at this. They're going right into OG Wizard, and OG Wizard hitting headshots here. Lots coming his way, but he's done his damage, and he's allowed Ben Leet to get around on the flank. Cameron is running a foot race here to try and give himself a chance at the clutch. Bomb will go down. That at least confirmed. And it's planted as wide open as it can be. Cameron able to slip away. But they know which side he's got to be on, or at least they're confident about it. Nearly sprays down both. 32 HP. Flash desperately thrown to try and slow down Fang, and Fang's lost track of him. Thinks he's out towards main or tree. Oh, he thinks he slipped to main. He doesn't realize he's on the big box. He doesn't realize he's here. And Cameron gets the better of him to keep Akimbo fighting.
Wow, I honestly felt like PA were going to get that after the way OG Wizard played. I mean, Akimbo walked into his open arms. He almost gets 2, I should say 3. He gets the first, but does a ton of damage on 2 players. It's more than enough for Ben Lee to finish them off. But then Cameron, I mean, that's a good play, right? He gets the first one, makes it a 1v1. And the way he throws that flash makes it look like he meant to retreat into A main. Just the angle that it came from. It's really quite brilliant. And then he goes to big box. Fang has no idea at all. And it is pretty much an easy round victory at that point, because he only had to take out Fang, who was looking the wrong way. 8th found for Akimbo. It's still a far cry from a comeback, but Party Astronauts don't have that much money, so their buy-up isn't great. Akimbo, oh my goodness. There are 3 players on each side of this smoke.
This would be the round that would break PA. This would almost assuredly give us a tie bowl game. Or at least an 11-10. Because I'm bad at counting. N2O dropped. Window peak. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, the dink. But not a dunk here.
Zen2O clip the side of that wall to keep Viz breathing here. There's no way defense, though. Smoke into the CT con. Clearing up the mid player. This is going to allow the retake. I was going to say, if they get in with 4-on-4, there's even an argument for PA to save. But with that man advantage now, they're certainly going to give this an attempt.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to at least have a look here into Donut and try to clear it out. Did they get the trade? Yes. So now they can continue pushing in. Fang throwing the Molotov forward. Just wants to make sure he clears out that close angle, and he's done exactly that. That allows Viz to sneak through again. Viz surviving after taking a shot from the dome, and he comes in to strike Fang, and Walco take care of business on the front side, though, and it will be a 12th found for the party astronauts.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Map point on the bomb plant means we'll at least get something approaching a buy in this next, but it's going to be far from pretty. And Akimbo, it's been a struggle really since the half switch for them, and it's full desperation station at this point. That lone player just caught out in towards mid, maybe a little bit ahead of what the lurk could be. That's the moment that tips it for Party Astronauts, because I'm not sure. 4-on-4, full A site control, I don't know if they'd risk it. Probably give it a poke and a prod, but as soon as you get that man advantage, the choice is made for you.
Yep. No, I mean, you're right. The fact that they caught that player really did convince them to go in. 4v4, I'm kind of with you on...
Like, they probably would have. It's just the money situation. Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave that all alone for the moment. Walco's found himself an opener. That makes life easier. That's just spam through onto the ramp smoke. Laxi gone. He's been one of their nice pieces for opening up moments. Zai's gone pretty quiet. We haven't really seen the explosive rounds from Akimbo. A couple clutches from Cameron, but player spotted. Obi's able to get that kill before Fang takes him out of play. A little bit of a double take situation for Fang, but the man advantage still confirmed. And look at OG Wizard is holding that deep angle in towards CT, so that Cameron can't really get further. So he'll drop the Molotov, wary that that's a possibility, and back away. This smoke fade duel's huge. This is everything. One kill found. Think on the next. But that's the bomb.
Yep.
Fang just gets around the corner. Nifty bit of movement. Cameron, though, can retrieve that C4, can get out of here. Fang knows he's that flank. Doesn't want to give up his life. Wants to hold on to the threat. Cameron again just on that MAC-10. It's all on Cameron now. He's able to upgrade at least. Got the Khalil here, John, but it comes down to this man. He's had some clutches already. Gotta do it all, and Fang will not allow him to get started. 3 huge kills for Justin Coakley in this one as Party Astronauts secure the first map.
And this is why I was talking about Fang, is I don't know why he's not on more teams' radars, because 26-14, he has been the star player for the Party Astronauts since he joined them. Nothing changed here. 126 ADR. Unbelievable stuff coming through from him. And Walco didn't look out of place